tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't know occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMP.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he'll complete this to Gibson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw is RG3. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, Griffin. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Griffin. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
From the 10, 1st and goal. From the gun, Griffin, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards from the 8. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They work
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Washington, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Griffin. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Griffin into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Josh Gordon.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The keeper.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin, and that's complete. It's Sims. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Griffin will throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it. Freeman. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Thomas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He was brought down by...
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Ravens.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the third-year man from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Ryan Kerrigan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that will be incomplete.
Pass incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Nothing.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis.
at the 26-yard line.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First down.
A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Baltimore. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The ball carrier. Thomas Davis on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Carrier. Thomas Davis on the tackle.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 33. Washington, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. That one caught by Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
3rd and long. It's Griffin escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ronald Darby.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Griffin. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He was covered by...
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll roll him out, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Washington, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what.